All right, looks like we are live. Anybody that wants to be an earworm, I've put the link in the chat. You are more than welcome to pop in and hang out with me, talk, all of that kind of stuff. So let's see here. I'm just doing some adjustments with my screen. Well, hey, Tommy, welcome. Today, being that we are at the 1st of September, that means October is right around the corner and Halloween. I thought, what the heck? I've been making wands. They're a real easy project. Not to mention it gives you really good practice. And I'm doing good, sir. Just kind of take it day by day and, hit the shop as much as I can. How about you? Hope you're doing well. And so I kind of cheat when I'm doing my wands. I just go to the hardware store and pick up some dowels just because they're cheap. I can cut usually them into thirds. This one is a little bit smaller, but I've been doing them. Hey, Radar, how you doing, sir? I figure there's little kids that want to, have a wand, and so we'll make some of those. Matter of fact, hold on just a quick second. I'm going to switch camera so you can see my ugly face. Looks like Chris is joining us. Hey, Chris, how are you, sir? Fantastic. So, like I said, we are in wand making mode. And give you some of the tips that I've been doing to help, and some of the products that I've been using. But these are some of the wands that I've been making. With the iridescence on there. Some is spray paint. The other is the Josanya. I think I'm saying that right. Not quite sure. But, just something nice and easy. It looks blue on the screen, but it's actually purple. Hi, Chris. Chris Charlton. Let's see here. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And one thing I don't know for everybody that's over in England, Ireland, Scotland, wherever you are across the pond, I don't know if you guys get Rust-Oleum high performance enamel, but I'll tell you what, don't waste your time with all of the other stuff, and unless you've tried some other stuff. But this is the best that I've used for turning any of my wood. I don't even have to seal it. I don't have to put any sanding sealer on there. I just spray it. I do spray it a couple times, but it comes out great. So, and it's not really any more. It's a little bit more. It's just because it's a bigger can. But yeah, it does the trick. Ooh, steaks marinating for a cookout. That sounds awesome. Either that or put them on the smoker. Smoked meat. Anyway, I'm going to do this one more time. Anybody wants to join in, be an earworm, you're welcome to click on that. I'll let you in, and people can see who you are and what have you. But anyway, so let's switch camera. That way you're not looking at my ugly mug. Alrighty. So what I was saying is I usually just get dowels from the hardware store. It's easy. It's actually pretty decent wood. It's solid. And I mean, obviously it's already round. You don't have to, take it down. And you can see that I've got it between centers. It's just nice and easy. I can, if I'm really, really pressed for time and I want to kick a whole bunch of these out, I can usually do one of these in probably about 15 minutes. And, I sell them for $10. And so, hey, it's not too bad. But for today, we're going to go ahead and get started on this now. One thing that I have been doing is when I take them down, I have been using the skew. It's really good skew practice. And so what I will do, and I'm going to try to stop saying but I will mark out where I want what. So basically, this is going to be like a really small child's wand. We'll probably make the handle only maybe about right to there. There we go with yum again. And so we can even just make a mark. And then the rest of this we can shape. And also if we're going to put a bead on the end, which I do like to do, make it about that big. And then the rest of it we'll just taper down. Now, looking at this, we might have a little problem with that area right there. But let's take a look and see. Uh-oh, got to put my eyeballs in. There we go. Definitely don't need anything flying up in my eyes. It's not exactly straight on here, but that's okay. We're going to narrow that down anyway. And I'll show you a trick to that. At least what I found. Speed this up just a tad. Oh, looks like Radar's going to join us. Hold on just a quick second. Hello there, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How's the barbecue going?
I ain't got it ready yet. They're just marinating.
Oh, okay. So you Southern guys marinate different than we do. How do you do yours?
Well, I got steak seasoning on them and barbecue, and they're just sitting in the fridge waiting,
Oh,
letting it all soak in.
gotcha. So I learned something from one of my pals a long time ago. He actually went over to Japan for a little while. And then when he came back, he said the best way to actually do a steak is to buy some sake and then throw your meat in the sake and put it in the fridge overnight, and then throw them on the grill. And what the sake does is it breaks down the meat and it makes it the most amazing meat.
Very tender. Yeah, it makes it very tender.
So anyway, I have tried it once, but I'm not a big drinker, so I don't buy sake.
Well, if I bought sake, then it'd probably gone before I got to the States.
Hey, dude, it looks like you got busted in the lip. What happened?
Oh no, I didn't get. Yeah, my wife busted me in the lip. I talked back to her. No, I was cutting a band around some steel coils at work, and when I cut it, it flopped back and hit me in the lip.
Oh, guess it could have been worse. Could have been, up around your eye and up in your head, and all the bleeding in your eyes.
It wasn't too bad.
Well, that's good. What else is going on in your neighborhood?
Turned a bow yesterday. Looks like it's going to rain.
Well, that's good.
We've been having rain. We've been having a little bit of rain about every day this week almost.
Well, now tell me again where you're at. I forget.
I'm in Bristol, Tennessee.
Okay. So here in Utah, it's been almost 100 degrees, which for September for us is really weird. And we don't have hardly any of the humidity that you guys do.
Yeah.
So it can be.
Yeah, it stays pretty dry up there, don't it?
All righty. Well, let's see. I'm going to get on with this. If you want to just kind of hang out and be an earworm and see.
Now this is the first time I've ever done a live stream. Not the first time I've done it, but this is the first time I've been an earworm. Now, everyone can see. You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you, but I can't see the chat.
You can't see. Oh, yeah. I think you actually have to open up a second screen, like in YouTube or something like that, to see chat.
I see it. Here it is. Chat. Okay. Private chat. Comments. Okay, there it is. Can you still see me?
Yep, you're still good.
Well, I can't see you.
That's a good thing.
Let's see. We got Tommy, Chris.
We got Barry.
Barry. Hey, Barry.
Sorry, Barry, I missed you. Welcome. Thanks for popping in.
Smashing this earworm thing, Radar. All right, cool.
right.
See, I'm just walking around on my cell phone.
Okay. Well, tell you what, I'm going to get back to this. I'm going to take my face off the screen.
All right, go ahead.
Yes.
Where are you going?
We're gonna run to Starbucks for Jen to start her morning ride. So, and we might go over to Draper Park and just walk around or sit at a table or something. We'll see.
All right. Have fun. Okay. So we've got our bead going on here. And like I said, nice and easy. Now, for taking this down, I usually like to have really small but rounded on this end, and then have it just gradual from this bead. So I just use that. In fact, that's a little bit bent. I mean, good. But it just takes it. Whoops. There we go. Make short work of it. Now you can use spindle gouge if you wanted to.
Oh, there it is.
But this just takes it. So that gets it to about the size that I want. Now, one thing you'll see is it's really rough. It just looks like it's hacked up and, what have you. But don't worry about that. That's no big deal. So I'm going to come back with my skew. I'm going to finish right in through here. Just give it a nice little edge. Kind of shape up that. Now, if you wanted to be really tricky, I don't have the tool for it and I don't want to get into it, but you could do a captive ring on that, and that would actually be kind of cool. I'm going to whittle that down just a little bit. It looks a little too. So, this is all gnarly and what have you. Here's the trick, and I know I'm doing this wrong, but I do it the way that I like to do it because it works for me. Oh. There he is.
Yeah. I pushed the wrong button.
Happens. So you're supposed to get the heel of the skew. I like using the toe. Mostly just because it has more length, and the way that I put it on here, just run it down through, and by the time I'm done with this, I shouldn't even need sandpaper. Nice and easy. I'm putting just very little pressure on there, letting the blade do the work.
Hey, Chris Bailey's joined us.
Hey, Chris. Hey, if you haven't seen Chris's channel, he's been doing some really good work lately. He always does good
Yeah.
work, by saying, but just nice and easy, riding that bevel on there. And just taking it down so it's taking just a hair off. Now, this needs to be shaped up a little bit, which is fine. I never leave a sharp edge because, you know, kids, they'll go and poke their brothers and sisters and parents and all of that. We don't want that to happen. I'm going to take one more run on this because I can feel weird stuff happening. That is nice and smooth. Let me turn this off so you can see. So that's taken all of those rough patches out, and it is nice and smooth. So the next thing I like to do, being, you know, if you're going to sell these, your time is money. I can clean that up a little bit with some sandpaper, but another thing I like to do too is burnish. And this also helps the paint. And I turn this up as fast as it'll go. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it already has a nice shine on it, just from burnishing. So, no, I'm not gonna need, bless you, or a cough or whatever you did.
Oh, cough.
So I turn it down to the lowest setting. And what I was saying before is this stuff, if you're spraying your wood and doing enhancements or whatever, this is the bomb. This is by far the best I've ever used. And you'll see, now one thing you'll notice too is, see that right there? I try to keep the paint away from there, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
it still tries to suck it in. So I try to do it from the top. And I don't care about that. I can always take that stuff off later. And just real light.
Yep. Chris Carlton wants to know, is that food safe? Is it food and toy safe, Blair?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Chris Carlton wants to know, is that food and toy safe?
Well, it's industrial spray paint, and you can spray paint plastics and glass and metal and all of that kind of stuff. You know, when it dries, you know, if a child wants to chew on it or something, you know, I imagine they can. Is it safe? Is anything safe, really? You know, according to California, breathing is not safe. So, you know,
So you might want to stop.
I pick my battles.
Not really.
So I would say food safe. Would I want to stir soup with it? Probably not.
No.
But you know, if a kid's going to put it in its mouth, it's not going to hurt him. If they're sucking on it for an hour, then it might. So, yeah. But you know, it is always good to be high-minded about the safety of stuff and the things you're putting out. That's for sure. I'm going to let that spin just for a minute. And I'm going to come back and shoot it one more time. Take a drink of water. And the nice thing is, this stuff dries really fast.
Yeah, I say it does.
I mean, I'm touching this now, and it's barely sticky. You can see hardly any came out on my finger. That was a drip. Which, why this is dripping, I don't know. I didn't clean my nozzle, that's why. So there's another trick to spray paint too. I don't know if you guys all know this, but I'm going to share my knowledge. When you're done spraying, don't, there it is. Don't spray to clear this way. Do it that way.
Yeah.
Upside down, and it will actually clear everything off, and it won't spray any paint. It'll just spray the accelerant that's in there. So we'll give it one more spray. Let that spin a teeny bit. So Radar, what projects are you working on now?
I don't have one right yet. I just finished up a Natural Edge chestnut bowl yesterday.
Ooh.
With the bark on it.
With also a Natural Edge, nice. Do you have it near you? So you can show?
It's in the basement. Oh, we can take a trip down to the basement.
Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Like I said, I'm on my cell phone, so heck, we can go out to the building if you want to.
There we go.
Take you outside so you can see it.
So is your shop in your basement or still out in the shed in the yard?
It's still in the yard. I just keep my bowls in the basement.
Oh, gotcha.
There we go.
Ooh, that's nice, man. Look at that. Nice job. Wow. That's really pretty. Hey, Gav, welcome.
I'm lacking on my cat. There's, yeah, hey, Gav.
All right, this still just a little tacky. So we'll let it spin just a little bit longer.
I'm having
I know a lot of people will watch Wayne. He actually got me onto this stuff. It's called Josanya. Josanja.
Huh.
And it's, I think I got mine for $10, and it's the 6 bottles with different colors of this, and you use just teeny bits. So this actually lasts quite a while. You've seen him do his flowers and all that, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen him do his flowers.
Yep. All right, that is almost dry. So now one thing I like to do as well, and this stuff is really, and I'm almost out of this, but there's this. It kind of gives it a pearly shimmer. And this, I just use very, very little bits. So for this, I'll end up just doing it on the handle. Got to get the scunge off the sprayer though. There we go. Much better. So it just gives it that little bit, and it's really sparkly, and I'm gonna, there we go. Okay, and then let's do red on this one. Haven't done a red one yet. And like I said, you don't need a lot. I mean, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's just like maybe a little bit bigger than a pearl size for what I'm going to do on this. And then, so I always start at the place where it doesn't have any, just kind of rest it on there. And then kind of feed into a little bubble. Didn't want to put it on there, but that's all right. So I'm going to turn it up just a little bit, or a lot of it. Let that dry. And if you see some spots you missed, let's come back through real quick. So there's another thing that I've been using as well. This was about $5, so it was a little expensive, but it still goes a long way.
And this is called Dragonfly. And I don't know if you can see from the top on here, it doesn't show very well, but it gives that kind of a sparkle appearance. I'm going to use that on the bead. And this is just kind of like glitter glue or glitter in glue. So I'll do the same thing with this, just let it ride on here. Probably did too much. But try to get it down into both sections. There we go. And if you wanted to, you know, heck, just kind of do a little bit in through here. It's not going to hurt anything.
Billy Birch joined us.
Mr. Burt! Tell you what, he's been a busy boy lately.
Yeah, he has.
Hey, Billy. So I'm going to turn this up just a little bit because it dries faster and it kind of evens things out. I'm going to take a little bit of piece of paper towel and do in the corners in here because it looks like it's kind of globbed a little bit. So I'll take that off right there.
Hey, Billy.
So Barry, you've been sick? What's going on with that? All right. So we've got shiny down here at the bottom. We'll finish that. But the red actually kind of came out
And
as
Mike's in with Dances with Aardvarks.
Hey, Mikey. How are you, sir? But, you know, something like this, you know, like I said, I can turn these things out real fast. And then sell them. And, you know, like I said, Halloween's coming around real quick. And let's just hit the end of that and call that finished, in the books, done. So I'm going to show these one more time. These are some of the other ones that I've done. Let me switch camera here. Actually, hey, there we go. So that's the one that I just did. And you can see in that bead how that dragonfly comes out. I really like that stuff. It's cool. And then
Nice.
it's not coming through on that camera real well, so that's all right. But here's some of the others that I've done. This one is purple with red handle. This one came out really cool with green and blue.
It looks almost like Dumbledore's.
There you go, right? And just another small child's, easy peasy. I might go back on this one and add. It didn't really come out with the things that I wanted on there, so I might add to it a little bit. Right now it just looks like a billy club.
I have to switch back and forth screens to see what everybody's saying. Gab says nice work. Billy Burt says those look cool, Blair. Barry Woodturning Barry says long story, Blair. I've had a third of my lung removed. Oh man.
Good heavens, Barry. That's not good. Well, hopefully you'll spring back nice and fast.
Hopefully.
Jeez. I couldn't even imagine. Let's see. Going through my wood pile here, see if there's something else maybe to throw on just for giggles. What time do we have here? Well, I've been on here for 45 minutes almost. That's probably good.
41 minutes and 54 seconds.
Anyway, so get going with your wands. If you have a chance to sell them or give them to your kids, grandkids, all that kind of stuff, they'll love you for it. And Radar, this is really cool. You'll have to join me again. I appreciate you popping in.
Well, once I get the hang of this thing, I might just do it.
Cool. All righty. Well, guys, I'm going to jump out of here. Thanks again for joining me. And, as I always say, do a good turn daily and take care of each other. We really need it nowadays.
See y'all. Yep. See y'all later and take care.
Bye, guys.